All right, guys, let's talk safety today, and not the safety dance.
Oh, the safety dance. Yes, the safety dance.
Today I'm going to be doing the seats, harnesses, and some of the safety equipment here for the car. So this is another very critical part of this build, is to have it be safe enough and meet the requirements for the rule books for the various types of racing that we're going to be doing with this car. So first and foremost, I have these bucket seats. These are from Lusso Motors, imported from the United Kingdom. And the reason I went with these, they're like a really nice, well-built fiberglass seat. These are not carbon fiber, they're just basically their fiberglass versions, but they have really nice suede material, stitching, super high quality for a very reasonable cost, and they are, the biggest thing is they are narrow enough to fit in this Roadster. These cars are very, very narrow, so a lot of these seats end up in Lotuses, also very narrow cockpits. So I think they're going to be a really good fit for the car. They're very comfortable without being too obtrusive. I wasn't going for like a full race bucket in this thing because it's still kind of sort of a street car, so I want to be able to get in and out fairly easily. And combined with these seats, I'm going to be running a 5-point harness. I chose Zamp branded harness. I saw them at the PRI show on display. They looked really, really high quality. The stitching looks really nice, and the seatbelts look really good. They're black with a little bit of red stitching, which kind of matches along with the seat. So step one is going to be getting the seat bolted in. I've got it attached to a slider for the driver's side. The passenger side is just going to be fixed in place. No need for a slider on that side. It'll just if you're going to ride along, you have one driving position or one seating position, I guess, for a passenger. But because this seat needs to accommodate multiple drivers, I wanted to put it on a slider for the multiple drivers that are going to be maybe sometimes driving this car. So let's get the seat bolted in, and then we'll get the harnesses installed. So the template is now in place for the seat bolt holes. Let's get the 4 holes drilled. We'll put the seat back to place, make sure everything lines up and fits, and we'll bolt the seat into position. All right, that is the seat firmly bolted in. The next step is to get the harnesses in place. There's a lot of different ways you can skin this cat. You can hard mount the harness directly to a roll bar, which I don't have. You can put in a harness bar, which in this application, I can't quite get it to the elevation height that I need. It'd be kind of a pretty severe angle. And you don't want to wrap the harnesses down at a really steep angle because it can compress your spine in the event of an accident. So you want to keep that slope, they say about 20 degrees or less, anywhere from 0 down to about negative 20 degrees. So the best case for this vehicle is to actually mount them up under basically where the soft top is. Part of the reason I got the hard top was because I knew I'd have to eliminate the soft top for harnesses. So yeah, that's the solution I'm going to go with. I'm going to use these. These specifically are from Summit Racing, although I'm sure there are lots of other companies that make them. These were just available from Summit. That's where I was buying a lot of the other products. Not a sponsor, but it just had everything. So these are eyelets that the harness will clip to. And the nice thing about that is in the event that you have to update the harness for a new SFI model year rating, or you just want to change the harnesses out, or get the harnesses just out of the way for cleaning, whatever, they're really easy to unclip and clip back in. So they use quite a large washer and the bolt, and that just simply gets bolted through a piece of bulkhead. Let's go ahead and get the holes drilled, get these bolted in place, and then we get the harness snapped to that, and it will be installed. So the last step in the process of installing these harnesses is to change out the ends to the clip-on ends, since we're using the eye bolts here. And there is a very specific way that you need to wrap these, so be sure to follow the manual or the paperwork that comes with. There is a safe way to do this and obviously a very unsafe way. And then you just kind of measure the length that you need, get them wrapped. You can trim the excess to length or zip tie it out of the way, whatever, what have you. There is, again, a specific way to do this, so make sure you follow the instructions. So, not very difficult. If you're wrapping it over a roll bar, there is a different way to do it as well, and it's just to prevent any kind of accidental movement that you don't want, obviously, when you're wearing a harness. So, get these wrapped up, clipped into place, and the harness will be all set, ready to go. All right, guys, thanks for sticking with me for this video. I know safety equipment isn't always the most exciting thing on the planet, but it is a complete necessary thing to do, especially if you're going to take the car to the track like I plan to with this Datsun. If you like what you saw, stay tuned. There's going to be more videos on this Datsun project, as well as a lot of other racing content here coming up soon. We are very close to the 2024 racing season, so be watching for videos on that content as well. Go ahead and click like, click subscribe, click the bell, and we'll see you in the next video.